Rob Elrick from Elrick Bass Guitars, and 2016 NAMM. We got a few new features to share with everybody. Well, we'll start with the Expat Series jazz bass is something we introduced several years ago. It's made with partners in the Czech Republic and received the Premier Gear Award for this instrument from Premier Guitar Magazine when it was first introduced, and we've been refining it, changing and adding some features over the years, and this is something that we did as sort of a test market thing for dealers to consider. We've added figured wood tops as an option for these instruments. They're still essentially a stock instrument. They're not a custom order item, but we are going to begin some limited inventory of new jazz standard basses with figured wood tops. And a lot of these instruments we're doing with swamp ash bodies. We are featuring with one-piece swamp ash bodies, which seems to be kind of an attractive option to enthusiasts of jazz-style instruments in particular. And these guitars are outfitted with all the same hardware and electronics found on our US series instruments, and select woods that are actually selected and supplied by me to our partners so that we can maintain the same type of quality as people come to expect from our products and our US series products. So that's a new feature, or a new twist on an old existing product. And for anyone that's aware of the government interference in all aspects of our lives, the Lacey Act, which is managed by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Department, has established new restrictions on natural shell products, which makes the exportation and re-importation of instruments with natural shell products like Paua abalone and mother of pearl very, very difficult. And because we want to make it possible for people to be able to return instruments to us for service or warranty service or restoration, and because I expect that this restriction is eventually going to expand into a prohibition. And of course the laws in other countries vary as well, so there's no consistency worldwide about trade restrictions for these products. We're actually introducing a new inlay material that is synthetic and not restricted by U.S. Fish and Wildlife or any national customs organization. This is a product called Lamb. It has a lot of the type of movement that you come to expect and texture that you find in a Paua abalone type material. Colors are a little bit different because the intention is for it to be conspicuously different from the natural shell product, so it's not confused, but it's something that we've actually had a lot of people stopping and remarking about throughout the show. And so far it's been pretty favorably received, and so we hope that it's accepted as sort of a new standard, or at least an acceptable new option to natural shell, because it's only a matter of time before natural shell products are probably going to have to be phased entirely out of music products, because their music products in particular are being specifically targeted because they're easy to identify. So we've also added to the Expat Series a new color. Previously these were only offered in satin natural finish. This was an instrument that we introduced last year for the first time. It's also made with all the same US components that you find on our US series basses, but it's fabricated by our partners in Europe, and they come to us and we do final QC and reassembly to make sure that they're going out to customers the way we would want one of our US series basses to be shipped. And this new finish is just, for people who want a little more color in their instrument. And other than that, I don't know. I mean, we've actually seen, there's something interesting. This is the first year that we've actually seen sales for 4-string basses eclipse all other models. Demand for 4-string basses, at least for our brand, have been growing precipitously over the last 5 years. And this year, they not only eclipsed sales totals for 5-string bass and 6-string bass and 7-string bass, but they eclipsed sales totals for 5, 6, and 7-string basses combined, which is a remarkable development, considering, especially for my company, considering we had originally entered the market as a 6-string specialty manufacturer. The first couple of years I was in business, we only offered 6-string basses, and of course, you know, to meet market demands, we expanded to offer other configurations. And this is just—it's kind of a new sort of it's representative of a shifting demographic. We've had this not just we've experienced this not just in the U.S. market, but in all the world markets where our instruments are available. We're seeing dealers demanding more and more 4-string basses. So it's kind of a cool thing. It's like a devolution of consumer demand, back to the instrument's origin, which is kind of a cool thing. So that's actually why I have such a disproportionate number of 4-string basses at the show. So sure. Oh yeah, and if you want to come and see anything more, come visit elrick.com, or you can visit us on Facebook